Hi, welcome to the Thomas Warne Museum and Library located in Old Bridge Township. My name is Richard Pucciarelli. I am president of the Madison-Old Bridge Township Historical Society. I am here with fellow board members. On my left is board member Ed Lauer. On my right is fellow board member Pat Shook and fellow board member Sam Rizzo. The Thomas Warne Museum and Library is a part of the Historical Society, which started in 1964. In 1964, the farm families of then Madison Township wanted to preserve the history of the farms, which were going down as the town was being developed. The Historical Society was started to preserve the history of farm life and the farm families in the township. The Cedar Grove School, which is the little red schoolhouse that everybody sees when they pass on Route 516, is an integral part of the Thomas Warne Museum and Library. Thomas Warne was one of the 24 proprietors of East Jersey. The museum is named after him because we sit on 1,000 acres of land that he occupied. Thomas Warne is very unique. He is one of the 24 proprietors who actually lived on his land. Most of the proprietors did not live on their land in East Jersey. The Thomas Warne Museum was dedicated to him and to preserve the history of Thomas Warne. In 1999, the museum was expanded to include the gallery building, which houses the artifacts that are on display here at the museum. The Cedar Grove School was given to the Historical Society in 1969 during the centennial celebration of the township, and now is the second oldest schoolhouses in the state of New Jersey that has been preserved.
Welcome to the Cedar Grove School. This schoolhouse was built in 1885 and was in existence until 1948, when it was the last graduating class of 3 students. So the school started. First, the custodian had to come in, which was usually one of the students. You'll notice in the far corner, there's a big black coal stove, and outside there's the coal shed. So whoever was on duty in the wintertime came in earlier to start the coal stove going.
The mission of the Thomas Warne Museum is to educate people of the history of Old Bridge Township, the former Madison Township, and our connection to prior history of Middlesex County. I'm just going to point out a couple of artifacts here at the museum. To my right here is the Geick House hearth. The Geick House stood where Geick Park is today. There was a farmhouse there owned by Emil Geick. When the farmhouse was taken down, they took the hearth out and they brought it here, and it has been assembled here at the museum so you can see what a farm hearth actually looks like. Above the hearth is a portrait of Hyacinth Adeline Appleby. She was a great-great-great-granddaughter of Thomas Warne. The portrait was done in New York City by a famous artist called Frederick Spencer. Her husband at the time paid for her to have this portrait done, and it was her wedding gift. She was born in 1826 and died in 1907. This portrait was given to us in sad condition by the family, and it sits over the hearth today. It has been restored and is on display for everyone to see. The museum provides an excellent genealogical research facility where people who want to trace their township connection for the families, we have documents here that you can peruse and copy and look at, which tells about the histories of some of the families in town that you probably know by passing the street names that you see every day going down Route 516. Our museum also has online information that is sponsored by Old Bridge Library. You may go to the reference section on the Old Bridge Library website, and on that website there are direct links to the Thomas Warne Museum and to newspapers, where our collection of Madison American newspapers can be searched and viewed right online from wherever you are in the country.
But I want to talk about joining the Historical Society because we need membership, and it doesn't matter if you're young or you're old, there's something here for everybody. Any families that moved west started out on the East Coast. So we have a lot of genealogy that they don't have anywhere else in the country. And pretty much everybody who traveled the Jersey Shore came through Madison Township. It wasn't called Madison Township at the time, it was part of South Amboy, but they came through here. We have a lot of things going on for everybody, as I said. If you're interested in World War II information, if you're interested in Native American information, if you're interested in farming, interested in one-room schoolhouse. 3 of my aunts and an uncle attended this actual one-room schoolhouse here. Look into coming to the Historical Society, come to the Thomas Warne Museum, and you'll find out that there's so much more that you can do. And if you want to volunteer and become a member, that would be fantastic because there's so many things that you can get involved in.
We welcome visitors to the Thomas Warne Museum, and you are invited to come down here and view the Cedar Grove Schoolhouse in person and our collection of archives. We encourage residents to come visit us.